Welcome back. The C.I.N. lecture series featuring the Honorable Ronald G. Thwaites occurred last week at the Schomburg Center. Zync TV attended the event. Here's Jeanille Bonterre with our coverage.
Greetings, I'm Jeanille Bonterre for Zync TV New York Links, and right now I'm on location in Harlem, New York at the Schomburg Center. It's the 6th annual C.I.N. lecture series. Let's find out more. Mr. Lowell Hawthorne, CEO of the Golden Crust Empire. Nice to see you here, Mr. Hawthorne. How are you doing?
It's great being here as usual.
Absolutely. Now, what do you think of the C.I.N. lecture series, what it represents for our Caribbean community here in New York?
First of all, Golden Crust has been very proud to be a sponsor over the last 6 years. This series means so much to us. It has kept Caribbean or Jamaicans, transplanted Jamaicans, very much informed of all the happenings in the Caribbean islands. And Stephen Hills over the many years has basically brought some very great speakers who will be able to give us some great information of all the things that are happening, not only in Jamaica, but the Caribbean regions.
I'm here with Megan and Nicole. This is their first time at the C.I.N. lecture series. How do you find it so far?
Great. Great people, great food. You know, we're here to support.
Yeah. So I love the way you said great food. That's very true, right? Now, Nicole, what are you looking forward to from tonight's lecture series?
I'm looking forward to hearing my amazing uncle speak about so eloquently on all of the things that he's so wonderful at, and I know I'm going to learn something new. So that's the point of coming to events like this. The Schomburg is such an amazing center, and hopefully everybody else will learn and enjoy everything as much as I do.
I'm here with Stephen Hill, CEO of the Caribbean International Network. Wow, you have a hard job, Mr. Hill. How do you do it?
Well, it's much easier when you're interviewing me, Jeanille. That makes life very easy and pleasant.
17 years. The Caribbean International Network has been consistently providing programming in the New York region. How do you account for the longevity and consistency?
Well, first of all, you've dated me. And I've been telling people I'm 35. Now people are going to wonder what's going on.
You're a boy wonder when you started.
That's right, a prodigy out of Jamaica. But it's basically the key to television is really content.
Right.
If you have good content, you get the eyeballs. Television is not difficult to really understand. It's distribution where your niche market can see you, and basically content which makes your television channel compelling. And we've always tried to have the best.
Now, this is the 6th annual lecture series that C.I.N. is putting on. What do you think this represents for the Caribbean community here in New York?
Well, certainly it's an opportunity for everyone to come together to hear the kind of latest and greatest of what's going on overseas and what's going on in Jamaica. And having this kind of information brought to us live and in person, I think is always very exciting, and it's very appropriate. And you look at the turnout tonight, I mean, you get a great turnout because people appreciate this. And it's something that I think it takes a lot of work to do, but I think the fact that it happens here, right here in the heart of New York City, and it gives people an opportunity to come, to listen, ask questions, participate, it's a wonderful thing.
I think it's an excellent venue, and I hope we'll be able to get a lot of benefits out of it.
Everyone's coming out tonight to support this wonderful lecture series, even the funny men, the comedians. I'm here at IT and Fancy Cat. Now, they say the food here is good. Would you agree?
Absolutely, because Fancy Cat is enjoying it right now. But, you know, the lecture, every moment, every opportunity we get, we try and find comedy, and something is here.
One thing with the Caribbean folks, we find a great joke and a good time in everything. What do you think a lecture series like this means for beating the stereotype of Caribbean people in the U.S.?
That's right. You know, we're going to beat them when we finish eating the chicken.
It's a great opportunity for us to be exposed to the perspective of Ronnie Thwaites, you know what I mean? And I'm looking forward to it. I went to school with his son Daniel, you know. We used to have some fierce debates. I used to lose them though, but you know, I'm here to see and really absorb his perspective, you know.
Nice, nice. Powerful people in the room tonight, folks. I'm here with the man of the moment, the Honorable Reverend R.G. Thwaites. Thank you so much for joining us here on Zync TV New York Links.
Yes, thank you very much for having me.
Now, wow, how do we even begin to introduce you? You are a scholar, a clergyman, a passionate activist, social activist. You are also a renowned orator, and not to mention host of the #1 Jamaican radio talk show in the morning, Independent Talk. Is it safe to say you're a true Renaissance man?
Well, I like to exercise all the muscles that God has given, and it's a real privilege to have so many opportunities to listen to and to talk with the Jamaican people and indeed the broader Caribbean. And you know, radio has changed so much. We're told that we have as large an audience up here in the diaspora as we do at home, and that's nice.
The support for this rebalancing of the education dollar crosses political party lines. Some of you may wonder why a person who is a member of an opposing party should so support the ideas of another political party. Well, in fact, that is a logical and sensible thing to do, isn't it? Yes.
You know, when you think of the Caribbean, you can't just think of an island or a few islands or, you know, the achievements of a few of our Caribbean heroes. You got to think of the global presence that we have. Now, you're a global man. You've attended Cornell University, Oxford University. You're a Rhodes Scholar, and you've also attended the University of the West Indies. You're being honored tonight for your academic prowess as well as your commitment to the social, economic development of the Caribbean region. How does it feel to be, you know, wearing all those hats and still able to stick to the issues that affect our Caribbean community each and every day?
Look, the good thing about life, the real gift, is to do useful work.
Each year, people like your good self, members of the diaspora community, recommit themselves to their former primary and secondary schools with generous contributions and instances of mentoring. Several of you in the pre-lecture conversations have expressed your desire to do this. Many such initiatives need better organizing, but let me tell you, the prospects and benefits are limitless. Each year, despite the cutbacks, government provides large subsidies to students of the expanding number of Jamaican universities. In addition, others find tens of millions of dollars to pay the fees of foreign-based colleges and universities who have tapped into a lucrative market in the Caribbean. So the taxpayer, in fact, contributes richly to everyone's education. But the beneficiaries of that are not bonded. By bonding, I mean a system where you work in Jamaica for a period, usually for the government, as a payback for the taxpayer's contribution to your education. They are not bonded, or when they are bonded, it's not monitored to make sure that the moral and financial recompense is exacted for the investment made. Apart from being inefficient, the looseness of the system is simply not fair. Changes, as we are suggesting, ladies and gentlemen, will require great effort, political will, and extensive mobilization.
And so if you can be the hands and feet of those perhaps who don't have as much say, if I can raise issues and questions, whether it's on radio, television, or in Parliament, or in the pulpit, that relate to the needs of the ordinary people, then for a person like myself who has had a privileged background, that's a tremendous gift and honor.
Last week I went to a school called Blessings Basic School. And just to indicate what are the concerns and the preoccupation of these little children, well, the first laugh was on me, because two little girls came up to me, winsome and beautiful, and said, "Sir, are you Mr. Bruce Golden?" And the other one nudged her and said, "No, I'm Michael Manley." But then, you see, but then they put on a concert for me. And the first item on the concert for these little 5 and 6-year-old schools was not some reasonable rendition of a nursery rhyme or some memory gem, but the takeoff of a lady, a DJ, whose name is Reggae Queen. And these little children were prancing on the stage for me to applaud. Yes? And the words of the song went something like this: "I want a man to dismantle me because my wife can't handle me." In instances like that, yes, culture.